What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Omni today, Omni Network. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. The last time we talked about Omni was May 3rd. In fact, it was the only time we talked about Omni other than like on a live stream. May 3rd, it's the 18th now. Let's see how we've done since May 3rd, right? And on that too, Omni, what was it? Omni Network has massive potential. My next crypto gem. Yes, I think it is. I think it is a crypto gem indeed. May 3rd. From that day, let's see. Right here at the closing low, not at the low itself, but the closing low. You're up a nice 28% as of now. Overall, you did see a pump that was like 64%, and I think that we are on our way going higher. We probably will see some higher targets and higher prices after this, right? $2.81 or 86 cents right now. Looking at the daily RSI, we're very productive. Getting overbought readings here above the stash line. That's the overbought zone there. That kind of like layer of black up above. Oversold zone down here. Higher lows overall. Bouncing off the 50 after getting overbought. This is very productive look. I would assume that as you move higher, your move will only get bigger, right? This was a nice move up. This move was a little bit more robust. I think this move's only going to be more robust, and I think that you're really gearing up for something rather ferocious, as it would be. Let's see. Looking at this on something maybe with more history to it. What has more history? Is there anything? Maybe Binance does. April 2022. Yeah, I guess Binance has a little bit more history. We'll use the Binance chart. So overall, Omni, you've got a very short existence of a chart. Let's just look at you real quick. Make sure that we're dealing with the right one here. If not, I'll try to find one that has more history to it, more historical data. Let's see. All-time history. Log. Nope, that's it. It's basically just that. Okay. $98 million market cap, below 100 million. That's nice to see, right? Volume is at about 8.5 million. That is roughly 8% of the total market cap in volume. That's nice. That's not a low amount of volume. That's not a high amount of volume. That's like desirable volume right there. And just being at these lows, consolidating, being boring, that's fine. When you break out, that's when the volume should come in, and I think it will. Overall, you're probably getting set up for some type of V-shaped recovery. My expectation would be that Omni, you do not move up as slow as you move down, right? This is a pretty fast pace to the downside. My assumption is that your move up is going to be faster. It's going to be explosive. It's going to be a lot faster. Your whole entire existence has basically just been one big corrective move to the downside, right? And I think you finished that. Let's see, from a low to a high. Nope, that was not the low. Low there to the high, right below the 2272. You're finding resistance at the 1618. Yeah, so classic. That's very, very classic stuff here. But you are looking productive. You are getting you're substituting your lower highs and lower lows for higher lows and higher highs now. Finding support at the 1886. We like to see that. Keep going. The goal here would be to get above the 886 at $6.60. And I think you will. If you do that, you essentially reverse the idea of a downtrend, and you're breaking out and seeing higher prices. When it comes to seeing higher prices, which I think you're on the path to do right now, you're on your way to higher prices right now. My expectation would be that you see something on the lines of a 400% move or higher. Okay, so something here that would take you to about, oh, damn it, that's not what I meant to do. Something that would take you to these highs here, your prior area of resistance right there. I don't know if you guys heard that, but that was my 3-year-old daughter. She's just being loud and having fun and singing. That's probably what that was. But a 430% move to this prior area of resistance here. If you don't stop there, you might move up to this prior area of resistance at an 800% move, or it's very possible with this low of a market cap at less than $100 million, essentially $100 million right now, you could see something overall that is greater than a 10x endeavor, something that takes you to new all-time highs effectively, and I really wouldn't be surprised if that's what you saw. From a high to a low, the expectation here would be at a minimum, at least for me, my expectation would be that we do see something at about $26.9, so about $27 there, maybe as high as $57 by the end of June, if not early July. The bare minimum, the absolute minimum, would be something like this, something like right down over here, or no, probably not there, right at this area of resistance. But I don't think that we stop there, right? I would think that we do go a little bit higher than that, but time will tell. Time will tell. All in all, $100 million market cap right now. That does allow this thing to see some pretty serious growth throughout the cycle. I think that depending on where this move stops, if we stop at this area that I'm expecting, which is $26 to $57, absolutely by the end of this cycle, I would anticipate that we're at prices that are well above $250, even above $300. Right? We could see a $500 price. We could see a $900 price. The sky's the limit for this thing, because a 300x, a 100x from here would be about a $10 billion market cap. 300x is $30 billion. And that's not a small amount of money, but those are very attainable market cap levels for various cryptos. So I'm just saying this thing, it really does have a lot of potential. And how much potential we realize, exactly what amount of growth we have, I think will be better understood once we see the results of this move here by the end of June, early July. If we're any less than $27, I would expect that maybe a 100x move or more is probably off the table. But if we see $27 or higher, then we can adjust accordingly to that. And I really do expect that we'll see something around 300 or more by the end of the cycle. We're only at $2.85 now. Overall, you look bullish, man. Overall, you really do look bullish. My expectation would be that this next move here over the coming weeks probably takes you up to about 650 to 750, somewhere in that zone, if not higher. By the end of the month, by the end of May, this is what we're looking for. You're at 285 now, expecting 650 to 750 by the end of the month. I got nothing else for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.